What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, I got a few clips we're going to go through. Some people want to buy these expensive cars, then complain about the maintenance. They're surprised how much it actually costs to get an oil change or to do tire rotation. So let's get into it. Let's go.
So today, I got an oil change, and they have an A service or a B service. I did the A. A service is oil change, filter. They check all your fluids, and then they just check, like, if you need brakes and stuff like that. So that came to a total of $364. And they recommend you get your oil changed once a year or every 10,000 miles. And they checked my tires. They didn't even need to be rotated. So it's a good thing I didn't get the B service. They did say that I need new rotors and brakes in like a little bit. Not quite yet, but soon. New rotors and brakes cost, the front brakes and rotors cost $4,959. And then the back rotors and brakes cost $3,284 for a grand total of, labor $479, parts $7,764 for a total of $8,697.
I'm just want to know, are they putting some special type of brakes on these cars? Why does it cost so much? I know it might sound like an ignorant question, but guys, I just don't see why it costs so much to change the brakes. Brake pads are brake pads. You feel what I'm trying to say? I don't know. I don't, even if I'm rich, I don't want to pay no $8,000 for no daggone service for a vehicle. That's just outrageous to me, man. I don't know. Maybe if I was rich, I would feel differently about it, but that just seemed crazy to me, man.
And 31 cents for brakes and rotors. Wow. This is my first G-Wagon, so I don't really know how often brakes and rotors need to be replaced, but they said around the mileage that I'm at is generally when they get replaced. So that's that. And then I'm pretty sure my Lambo is going to need rotors and brakes soon, so I'll be curious to see how much those are going to cost. But yeah, the Lambo's up next. It's getting an oil change Wednesday, so let me know if you want me to do a video on that.
I will be following up and see how much it costs to do the brakes and stuff on the Lambo. This chick obviously got some money, y'all. She got some bread. That's crazy. Ain't no ways, love.
Got a customer that bought a car, wants to return it 4 days later. So I got to call him and give him the bad news. I think I've got an idea of what's going on, but I want to listen before I talk.
Yeah, I just asked yesterday about what would the options be if I wanted to cancel the purchase. I'm actually very excited about keeping the car, but my wife, it's just not agreeing. There was a small change at the company I work for, and it might affect a bit my incomes for the next couple months. She's just worried that we're gonna assume that debt now, and there might be a risk for us and our financial matters.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's never fun news to get. Yeah. We've got some options, but they're not good ones. The bill of sale and the financing has all been submitted and funded. That one we can unwind. My team spent time and money on it to get it done. My finance manager, and she gets paid for doing it. And then Josh, his commission and all those things when that car could have been sold to somebody else. So there's a lot of folks affected by it and the value of the car. Returning the car is an option, but it's going to be very expensive for you to do that just because I'm not going to take a loss on the car. I'm not going to rip back commissions from people that have earned them and done their job.
So how would that be?
I've got some margin there to pay commissions and make a profit on the car because all my profit and everything else is gone from you. And so it just gets really expensive for you to return the car. And so, what that would mean is you'd essentially trade it in, which is my other question. Do you still need a car, like just a cheaper one? Or where are you at as far as a vehicle?
Yeah, I sold my last car already. So yeah, I would need a car. Yeah.
So you could trade that car back in with us and that would help you some. We just need to find a car that's overall less expensive. But I don't know if you're planning on buying like a super cheap car because the monthly payment's only going to go down like $100 or something, and you're still going to be dealing with the cost of gas and the cost of oil changes and service. I want to help, but I also don't want to be penalized for something that there's nothing wrong with the car. We didn't push you to buy it.
I'm with you on that. there was nothing bad on your side. And that's why I just asked. I'm not saying I want to keep the car. I just wanted to know what the options were so we could make the right decision. I wasn't expecting this last change. But yeah, it's very helpful what you just told me. I'll talk to my wife and get back to you guys in a couple hours.
I'm happy to get on the phone too if she has questions or concerns. If you think that'd be helpful.
That's good. Thank you so much for your help, Alex.
Yeah, call me back. I'm happy to chat with you, my friend.
This is a classic example of what can happen, guys. You know, especially right now, this situation right here is happening to a lot of people, with people losing their jobs right now. And me personally, I always consider something like this when I buy a car. What if I lose the income? Can I still be able to keep this car? And if I can't, what are my options to get rid of it? That's why a lot of people pay cash for cars. Because if you lose your job or your income changes, you can either sell the car and use the money, or you just keep the car because you don't have any payments. So that's something you definitely have to consider before you purchase a car, especially a car that's expensive. That look like a Tesla. So they're probably paying $500 to $1,000 a month for that car. You feel what I'm trying to say? So his only option is to trade it in. So that means he's going to take a hit. The payments on another car is going to go up. He's saying his payment is only going to go down $100. I don't believe that, depending on what he buy. But this is a unfortunate situation. But luckily, it seemed like he's going to just keep it. Just want to know what his options were. But that's a lesson to all of us, man. We got to consider that before we make these big purchases, man, because anything can happen. You know, anything can happen. So you have to already know what you're going to do before you make that decision to buy a car and you decide to get a car note. Because if you lose your job, you still got to make those payments.
You got her approved for a car for $1,500 down? How?
Take a look at the deal, man. The interest rate's high. Most of her credit profile is all collections.
Do you see
wow.
how many places she's applied at?
Yeah, she's been trying.
Oh, wow. She wants a car really bad. That's not the greatest deal, but let me talk to her about it. I'll take care of it.
All right, I appreciate it, man.
All right, yeah, thank you. It looks like we got an approval. It's not the best deal, but it's better than nothing. It's not the best deal for us either, but if we want this person as a customer, there's a price we have to pay. So let's give her a call and see what happens. So the situation with your current credit profile, it was very hard on our end to get you approved for something, but we were able to manage to get you into a car. The car right now is available. However, in order for you to get approved for any car, it has to be through a certain bank that's going to finance the car. It has to be a certain price, and it has to be a certain down payment. The good news is we were able to get your down payment pretty low, but I did want to go over your options with you.
Yeah, I'd love to hear the details.
The lowest down payment we can get you in was $1,500 down. It is for a 2014 Hyundai Tucson. It's got leather seats, it got heated seats, and keyless entry. It's going to be $549 of payments, and it's going to be for 72 months.
Okay, and what's the selling price for it?
$16,900, and the car's only got 80-some thousand miles on it.
I'm curious just because that seems like a lot more than those cars are going for. $16,900, why is that?
Because of your credit. This car would be worth 10 grand. We can't sell this car for 10 grand and get you financed for it. If you want.
Whoa, so wait a minute. Now this is interesting, guys. Leave your comments. So he's saying they had to raise the price of what that truck is worth, $6,000, in order to get it financed. I've never heard of that. I guess that makes sense. I guess they gotta be able to get it financed since it is an older vehicle. I don't know, guys. Y'all leave it in the comments. Like I say, I don't know everything, and that's why I like my subscribers, because you guys be on it. But this is a unique situation. I've never heard of something like this.
You want a car with $1,500 down because of your credit profile. That's what we would have to sell the car for in order for us to be able to get you into a car. The reason why is because the bank's charging us a lot of money to get you into a car. It's not the best option, but it is an option to get into a car. Your second bet is getting a car for whatever money down that you have. And nowadays it's really impossible to get into a car for $1,500 that's gonna run and drive without any issues.
For sure, right. Sounds good, I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
Hey man, what I do like is he keeping it 100 with her. He's being straight up, telling her what it is. It's up to her to make the decision. Like I said in my other video, can't really knock these dealerships. I mean, they present you with the terms. It's up to you to decide if you want to make those payments or agree to the terms. And this one right here is something I've never heard of or faced before. The simple fact that they have to charge a certain amount in order to get the car financed. I guess it's the LTV thing, the loan to value issue. So as I think about it, I see where he's coming from. So leave your comments, guys. What do y'all think? What would you do? Would you agree to that, or would you just keep saving and try to pay cash for a car? But obviously, this lady needs a car now, and they saying they can get her done, but they're gonna have to charge her more than what the car is actually really worth in order to get it financed.
Yesterday, we couldn't get him approved, so I'm gonna give him a quick call and see what I can do. I just want to see how everything went. How was your experience here?
The experience overall, it was perfect. Great customer service. I was just, at least expecting to get a deal done. I guess it couldn't happen. I don't understand why.
Okay, walk me through the process. What happened yesterday?
We did the credit. I completely understand my credit. It's not the best. I'm at 500. I'm a bit upside down on my car, but I was thinking the advertisements and the specials that you have going on, possibly I can lower my payment and get into a new car.
What car were you looking at?
Telluride SX.
It's a nice car. And you told me you're a little upside down. What was your trade-in?
I was trading an Infiniti Q60, and I figured because I put too many miles, maybe that was one of the case, but I'm like $15,000 to $20,000 upside down.
You came in yesterday to lower your payment?
Of course, that was mainly my goal.
Okay, absolutely. There are a couple ways to lower your payment. The first option is probably going to be putting more money down. Are you able to put $20,000, $25,000 down?
Too much money. I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Okay, let me ask you this. How much money do you have down?
Probably $1,000.
Okay, how much you owe on your car right now?
Over 50.
And what year is your Infiniti?
2020.
Help me understand how I'm going to get you to lower your payment, but you're telling me you got a 500 beacon, 520 credit score with $20,000 upside down.
I was expecting at least a little bit more for my car. Maybe instead of being like 20 to be like a 10 negative equity. I don't know, maybe some discounts from your car will help out too.
Let's say we are in a perfect world, right? And instead of you having $20,000 of inequity, you have $10,000. Let's cut that monies in half. You're on a $48,000 vehicle. You currently owe 50 grand on your car. Before taxes and fees, my cars are $48,000. You add $10,000 of inequity, I'm at 68, plus taxes and fees, you're looking at $72,000. How am I going to lower your payment financing $72,000 in comparison to your $50,000 that you owe right now?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Well, let me ask you this. If you were to get arrested today, who would bail you out of jail?
Probably a friend.
Well, that friend that you talked about, as the first person that came up, is there any way that that friend can co-sign?
You can double check. Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's do this. Let's talk to your friend. Let's see if your friend can maybe help us out, co-sign it. He does have to have over a 720 credit score. As long as he can do that, I'm more than happy to go ahead and maybe we can move forward and look at a couple different options. But let's start off with getting a co-signer, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Absolutely. If you need anything, please let me know. You too. Bye.
Man, that's a bad situation to be in. And there's a lot of people in the situations like this, especially in those Hyundais, man. Those Tellurides and those Palisades and all those trucks that they were selling during the pandemic. It's a lot of people $15,000, $20,000 upside down in those vehicles, and now they got 80 and 90,000 miles on them. They trying to get rid of them, and they just stuck. And what these dealerships were doing was getting people in lease deals. That's the only way they was able to get out of this negative equity, unless they had a whole bunch of money to put down, like he said. But this guy's situation is bad, bro. Like 520 credit score, negative 20,000. Unbelievable, man. I don't know what I would do in that situation. That's crazy. He gonna have to just keep driving that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but leave your comments, guys. What do you think, man? If you was in a situation like this, what would you do? If you're new to my channel, man, hit the like button, subscribe. I want to get a video out to you guys. I got a lot going on. I usually try to upload every 3 days, but I got a lot of things going on right now, guys. So I'm trying to stay consistent with the uploads. But go back through my videos, guys. I got a lot of videos on my channel, especially if you're new. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.